Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Right. He's telling right here. He's telling the right. Hey. 4 down.
Mariota gives to Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, 4-1's Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. From the red zone now, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And it's fielded at the 34. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Luck on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Luck defers to Mack. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
The ball carrier. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Check up. Right, 675.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad, you move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Now Lewis here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Where are they, team? Check 41. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. 3.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now it's Hines. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And that that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Love. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Hines on a toss play. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Luck. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Wake picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check it back.
Third and long, it's Luck. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Margus Hunt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Motion.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Flush to his right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. Dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor.
Mariota's pass complete to Taywan Taylor. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Not today, you want. Not today.
To throw Mariota. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check up. 5, 6, 5. Check. Watch 54. Watch 11.
On 1st down, It's Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Luck. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, check out. Ready! Man, I got you.
Play action. It's locked. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved to him like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A first down throw for Mariota. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mariota now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.